Sound check. South Summit boys basketball. 17 minutes to tip off.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to South Summit High School for tonight's 2A playoff round 2 game versus Draper campus of American Preparatory Academy. This is the first ever meeting between these two basketball programs. This week, the 6th-seeded Wildcats fight out of the first round, while the 11th-seeded Eagles play to a round 1 victory. Tuesday night, in a decisive win over Intermountain Christian School. Winner of tonight's game advances to UBU on the 23rd to compete in the 8-team state championship. Good luck to all athletes in tonight's contest. We want to remind you that both schools are members of the Utah High School Activities Association and support the statewide sportsmanship Raise the Bar. Sportsmanship does matter, and we ask for your support in demonstrating respect for the game and all participants. Please refrain from negative cheers, chants, or behavior. We will represent our schools and our communities with integrity. We will treat our opponents with the dignity they earn. We will respect our coaches and officials, and we will do rally right. Please remember, for the safety of our athletes, all fans and spectators should stay off the floor during game breaks. As a reminder, this game is being broadcast live on the South Summit YouTube channel, and concessions will be available in our cafeteria. All proceeds go directly to support Wildcat athletics and activities. Tonight's game officials have been certified by the Utah High School Activities Association. Tonight's crew is referee Blair Van Dyke and umpires Spencer Milburn and Greg Carter. At this time, we ask you to please rise, remove cover, as our cheerleaders present the national anthem.
All right, good evening. Welcome, South Summit High School. Cody Bowen bringing you second round action of the 2A state basketball tournament. APA Draper is in the gym tonight, and our South Summit boys host the second round as APA beat ICS earlier in the week to move to this game, and they're ready to take on the South Summit Wildcats. South Summit and APA both come into this game at 14-9. And South Summit was 6-4 in region, APA 5-2. South Summit's the 6th ranked team going into the state tournament, APA the 11th ranked team. And so winner tonight moves on to the UVU tournament. On February 23rd will be the round of quarterfinals, and the winner will play at 2:30 on Monday, February 23rd. And so a big game tonight, as these two have never played before. It ought to be fun. And ought to be a great way for South Summit to move on to the next one. Starters for South Summit are being announced. Blake Osgothorpe, a senior for South Summit. Number 3, Maddox Welch, a senior. Number 10, Jack Johnson, a senior. Number 35, Joey Harris, a senior. And number 15, junior Billy Harris. So those will be your 5 starters for South Summit. For APA, the Eagles, starting is number 2, Joan Strong, number 12, Max Jacobson, number 5, Parker Overby, number 11, Urban Baldwin, and number 23, Weston Stratton. So number 23, Stratton, will jump center for the Eagles against our Blake Osgothorpe. And we're about ready to get underway here. Round of 16 of state basketball. And 16 teams left in 2A. There are roughly 27 teams in the 2A classification. It's a big classification, down to 16. After tonight's games, they'll be at 8, and they'll re-jump it. Jump went a little high, and neither player was able to get the jump, so they'll re-jump center about 6 inches higher than either one of them could jump. It fell straight to the floor. This time Blake gets the tip, and we're underway. Jack Johnson will get things rolling for South Summit. Welch now, right corner, hands off to Osgothorpe. High screen by Johnson. Osgothorpe, right elbow, nothing there. Now left wing to Welch. Welch dribbles middle, kicks it up top to Osgothorpe. Now around to Harris. Shot clock at 15. Johnson goes baseline. Good position, kicks it out to an open Welch for 3. No good, off the back of the iron. Osgothorpe with the rebound momentarily. Scramble on the floor, and the Eagles will come down with the loose ball. Missed shot by Welch. And now APA will take their first chance at the offensive side of the court. Step back jumper by number 11. That's Urban Baldwin. He's the leading scorer for the Eagles at 16 tonight. And he starts off the scoring with a 2-0 lead for the Eagles. Harris now over to Bill Harris. Bill dribbles left, nothing there, kicks it out to Welch. Welch dribbles baseline. Nothing there. South Summit being patient on the offensive side. Now Bill in some trouble on the baseline. Back cut, stolen away by the Eagles. And 2 tough possessions for South Summit to start the first couple of chances at getting points. Coming up empty so far, and the Eagles now on their second trip. Into the baseline, now going left is Strong, up off the glass, and Strong's gonna be fouled going to the glass. Looks like there'll be a foul on Jack Johnson. And that will be the first personal foul on Johnson. And the first team foul on South Summit. Number 2, Jones Strong will be going to the free throw line. 6:36 left in the first quarter, and Strong gets the bucket. 3-0 lead for the Eagles. No fouls on APA to start the first couple of possessions. Second free throw coming for Jones Strong. And it rolls in. 4-0 lead for the Eagles. South Summit could use a high percentage shot here. Don't want to get down early, especially at home. Now Maddox dribbles right, around some traffic, into the lane, kicks it out to Joey. Open three-pointer, baseline, there it is. Joey Harris with a good-looking shot and gets South Summit on the board. Eagles trail, or Eagles lead by 1. Now knocked away from Baldwin, and the Wildcats are back quickly on the offensive side. Three-pointer by Osgothorpe, back-to-back three-pointers. Blake Osgothorpe, and just like that, the Wildcats go on a 6-0 run. They lead by 2, 6-4 on deep three-pointers by Joey Harris and Blake Osgothorpe. Now Eagles back on the offensive side. Good defense, tight man-to-man by South Summit. Now Baldwin looking for Strong. He back cuts. They go up top. Overby for a minute. Now back to Baldwin. Back to Overby. Overby into the lane, down low, great pass, and a good assist by the Eagles. And the first points for Weston Stratton. He averages 9.4, 9.5 a game. He ties it up at 6. And the Wildcats try to reclaim the lead. Open three-pointer again by Osgothorpe, and it's good again. Blake Osgothorpe, back-to-back three-pointers. 3 buckets for the Wildcats, 9 points, all from the three-point line. And it's a 9-6 lead for South Summit. Strong back for the Eagles. Now into the lane, spinning. He's got good position. Little jumper, no good. And Welch with good defense and the defensive board. And there'll be a blocking foul on number 5, Overby. First personal foul on Overby and the first team foul on the Eagles. 3 minutes in to this state round of 16 playoff game. South Summit, as we mentioned, the 6th seed getting to host tonight and would love to move on. There you go, left, a little runner, Welch with the bucket, Maddox Welch. And it is an 11-2 run by South Summit to take a 5-point lead, 11-6. Oh, great pass, but stolen away by Osgothorpe. Wildcats on the run, 3-on-2, and it's thrown out of bounds. Was it deflected? No, it wasn't. And if it was, we didn't get the call. It'll be Eagle basketball. South Summit had numbers. Eagles hustling back on transition defense. Hand in a bit of a passing lane. Whether it was deflected or not, we'll never know, but the Eagles will take the possession. 4.5 left in the quarter. Johnson guarding closely on number 2. And the shot is up and no good. And Welch with the rebound. Welch into the lane, kicks it out. Joey Harris, 3-pointers, up, no good. And there'll be a foul on the closeout. Baldwin bumps into Joey Harris. Harris will go to the free throw line to shoot 3 free throws. Big foul on APA. So, 3 free throws for Harris. And the first one by Joey, no good off the front of the iron. Out on the court again for South Summit is Bill and Joey Harris, Jack Johnson, Blake Osgothorpe, Maddox Welch. Second free throw by Harris is good. Harris has 4. He's 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Almost halfway through quarter number 1. 2 team fouls on the Eagles. Third free throw is up and good. 2 for 3 from the free throw line is Harris. Biggest lead this far of the first quarter, 7-point South Summit lead. They were down 4-0, gone on a 13-2 run. Baldwin now wants to go one-on-one, little step back, good closeout, but a beautiful pass by Baldwin. He's fouled from behind by Jack Johnson. Johnson's gonna have to come out. Coming in quickly is Brighton Hansen for the Wildcats. Johnson with both team fouls on South Summit. And Johnson will get a breather. First free throw is up and short, no good by number 2, Jones Strong. Hansen in for South Summit. Second free throw coming. And that one rolls in. So 1 point out of 2 for Strong. He's got 5 of the 7 for the Eagles. 13-7, South Summit lead. High screen from Bill Harris to Osgothorpe. Good switch by the Eagles. Now Hansen, round to Joey. High screen put on. Harris thought about the three-pointer, pulled it down. Bounce pass inside, in some traffic. Osgothorpe's able to come down to the turnaround jumper. It's good. Off the glass, and Blake off to a screaming hot start. He's got 8 points in the quarter. 15-7 lead for the Wildcats. Took them a minute, but they're rolling now. And Strong will go to the free throw line, fouled by Bryton Hansen. Hansen, his first personal foul. 3 team fouls on South Summit. First free throw by Strong. Now he's hit 2 in a row. Strong has 6 of the 8. 15-8 South Summit lead. Second free throw coming, it's good. And it's a 6-point South Summit lead, 15-9. Joey Harris now, dribbling right. Bounce pass over to Welch. Welch dribbles left. Now gets into the lane, a little runner from Welch is no good. Fight for the board, it comes down to Strong. Strong kicks over to Overby. Deep three-pointer, way extended, no good, and a big rebound by Welch. Number 12 is checked in, Jacobson with the shot, Welch with the runner. And Maddox gets his second bucket. He's got 4. The Wildcat lead is 8, 17-9. Now Strong goes left, bounce pass over, great shot by number 23. Stratton gets his second bucket and a great pass from a teammate. Cuts the lead to 6, 17-11. 2:25 left in the quarter. Joey dribbles left, has it knocked away and stolen away. Turnover on the Wildcats, leading to quick break, but South Summit back on transition. Open three-pointer in the corners, deep and no good. And Hansen with the rebound. Harris kicks it ahead to Welch. Welch in, little elbow jumper, up, no good by Welch. And Stratton, nope. Jacobson with the rebound. Strong over to Jacobson, now Baldwin. Baldwin crosses over, Joey's there to meet him. Baldwin again trying the step back, and Joey jumps right on him. Looks like Joey's under tight orders as he's on a no help, no rotate kind of defense as he's shielding Baldwin. Baldwin leading scorer for the Eagles at 16. Foul is going to be on Hansen, his second foul, and quickly up off the bench for South Summit is Riker Bowen. 2 fouls for Hansen, 2 fouls for Johnson. Free throw by Strong is good. Strong, 5 points from the free throw line already. Riker Bowen in for Bill Harris. Bill yet to score. Second free throw is good by Strong. 6 free throws now for Strong. That's 7 free throws for Strong. Now over to Osgothorpe. South Summit leading by 4. 4-0 run by the Eagles. Elbow jumper by Blake. And there's a foul down low. Looks like a foul on the rebound. Let's see who they're going to call that one on. Foul is on number 21, Riker Bowen. That's going to be the 5th team foul. And that should be free throws for the Eagles. I believe that's 5 team fouls. I think they missed free throws. Maybe I'm wrong, but okay. Joey Harris. Now dribbles right. Welch. Back to Bowen. Back out to Welch. Welch goes baseline. All the way around to Hansen. 15 on the shot clock. Now Bowen Blake right wing goes baseline. Little jumper by Blake. And Blake in double figures already here in quarter number 1. 6 points, South Summit lead. And what an outstanding quarter for Blake. He's at his season average already in quarter number 1 with 10 knocked away off of Harris. Reached around and knocked it out. And Gage Wolstenhume will quickly get up off the bench. And Joey Harris will get a breather with 43 seconds left. Jacobson will inbound for the Eagles. Checking out is number 5, Overby. Now he's got to kick it out way deep, and Baldwin will start at the half-court line. Now jump, double team by Wolstenhume, and Hanson leading to the turnover. Now over to Wolstenholme. Back to Hanson. Left hand is knocked away from behind. No call on the play. It'll stay with South Summit. So Brighton Hanson will inbound from the deep corner. And a tough place to inbound, but Hanson's able to get it into Maddox. Shot clock is off. 21 seconds left. Now down to 15. Gage dribbles right, back to Blake, now over to Maddox. Maddox goes left. Maddox kicks it out to an open Hanson for three, no good, off the back of the iron. Rebound to Osgathorpe. Kicks it out to Welch. Deep three-pointers off the back of the iron. That's the end of quarter number one. Wildcats 6-point lead on a high-scoring first quarter. It's 19 South Summit, 13 APA.
Architect Park City, Big Canyon Homes, Conservative Irrigation, Personal Office of the South Summit, Airbound Healthcare, Campus Fusion, Campus Health Center, Campus Valley Co-op, Clear Lake Station, Peak Medical, Summit Physical Therapy, and Science Bank. Thank you for all that you do to support Wildcat Athletics.
We're ready to start quarter number two. High energy, active quarter. The Wildcats led after a 4-0 APA lead. South Summit has controlled for the remainder of that first quarter, leading by 6 as we enter quarter number two. Coming out of the quarter break will be Bowen, Harris, Johnson, Harris, and Hanson. And now Baldwin will go left to Jacobson. Jacobson goes hard, missed the easy one, good take. And now Johnson will bring it back for South Summit. Johnson dribbles left, back to Harris. Jack skips it around to Joey. Now Joey harassed by Baldwin, and Harris throws it out of bounds, turnover. Good defense by Baldwin of the Eagles, making it tough for Joey to get that left-handed bounce pass. It'll be APA basketball. Baldwin will now bring it up. Harris has been tasked with staying right with him. Now checking into the ball game for the Eagles is number 21, Macoma. And there'll be a traveling call on the Eagles. It'll be a turnover to South Summit. So Hanson will inbound. 40 seconds into quarter number two. South Summit 19, Eagles 13. And Harris walks it up for the Wildcats. Harris now over to Bill Harris. Eagles working hard, keeping South Summit on the perimeter. Knocked away, and there'll be a foul on Baldwin. Knocked it away, but got somebody trying to get to the loose ball. Foul on Baldwin. I believe that's his first personal foul and the first team foul of the quarter. Maddox Welch will come in, and Hanson will get a breather. Backcourt to Joey Harris. Now Harris kicks it out to Bill. Nothing there for Bill. Now Maddox goes left, tries to come around from underneath. Nothing there, and the rebound to the Eagles. Good defense by APA. Kicked over to Strong. Three-pointer by Strong is no good. And a great box out by South Summit, clearing the rebound. And Welch over to Jack Johnson. Jack over to Joey. McComa guarding Joey closely, can't get it. Now another turnover by Joey Harris. Jacobson into the lane, off the glass, he gets the bucket. Johnson tried to pick up the offensive foul. No call, probably a good one, as there was not a lot of contact. And now South Summit only leads by 4, 19-15. And there'll be a foul, reach-in foul on committed on Joey Harris. Foul is going to be on number 5, Parker Overby. Second team foul on the Eagles, and Bowen will check out for South Summit. Harris inbounding over to Osgathorpe. Skip pass up top to Jack Johnson. Good defense by Strong. Harris, open three-pointer, is up, rims out, no good. Fight for the board, and the Eagles come down with it. Stratton with a good rebound for APA Draper. Now into the lane, good position, trying to go down low. Jacobson has to kick it out. Deep three-pointer by McComa is no good, and the rebound to Harris. Over to Johnson, Johnson baseline, skips up, open three-pointer by Joey is no good, and McComa with the rebound. Looks like a timeout for the Eagles, 5:23 left. Pace has slowed a bit, scoring, and the Wildcats lead by 4, 19-15. .5:23 left after the timeout. APA will have the ball, trailing by 4, 19-15. And he'll start it off with a pass over to Jacobson. Now to Strong. Back to Jacobson. Now getting into the lane, passing over, and a reverse shot, no good. And Stratton misses an easy one. Osgathorpe over to Welch. Welch goes baseline, up top to Jack. Jack open, and there'll be a blocking foul on Strong. 3 team fouls now on the Eagles. So Joey Harris will inbound. Now to Jack. Jack down low to Harris. Cross-court pass, open to Welch, no good. And a good look for South Summit. They've cooled off from the three-point line. They had 3 early, but nothing since. And a nice rebound by Bill Harris off the shot from Baldwin. Johnson now dribbles to the free throw line, hands off to Welch. Back to Johnson. Welch around the horn, nothing there. Over to Osgathorpe. Osgathorpe's got a lane, he goes up, and a beautiful finger roll by Blake Osgathorpe. Now up to 12 points, and South Summit back up to a 6-point lead, 21-15. Now dribbling right. Open three-pointer by Oversby is no good, and the rebound to Osgathorpe. South Summit's done a great job on the defensive boards, limiting APA in most cases to just one shot. Maddox into the lane, and it's blocked away by Strong. It'll be a baseline inbound for APA. Nope, for South Summit, pardon me. So Joey Harris will inbound for South Summit. Not much movement from the Wildcats. They're going to have to kick it out top to Bill Harris. Bill now over to Joey. Joey dribbles left. Round to Jack. Good pass inside to Bill. He's triple teamed. He's going to have to kick it out. And he does to Blake in traffic. South Summit finally gets a shot off with Joey. Deep three-pointer, and it'll sail out of bounds. And Jack Johnson trying desperately to keep it in bounds. Unable to do so. And Brighton Hansen will get up off the bench and will check in for South Summit. Jack Johnson will get a breather. 3:17 left in the first half. South Summit leading by 6. Now Jacobson into the lane. South Summit left in, bounces around, and Jacobson gets the shot. And Jacobson with his first bucket. Nope, second bucket. And it's a 4-point South Summit lead. Riker Bowen back into the ball game. And it looks like Blake's getting some medical attention. Looks like maybe a little blood they're wiping off him. 3 minutes left, quarter number 2. High screen for Harris. Now up to Welch. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Welch goes left, and a runner by Welch. Beautiful take by Maddox. That's his 6th point of the night, and the Wildcat lead is back up to 6, 23-17. Now stolen away by Bowen. Harris over to Welch. Welch passes out to an open Bill Harris for 3, is no good. And the rebound too strong, and the Eagles. Good look for Bill Harris, unable to get it to go down. Baldwin, little jumper, and off the front of the iron, no good, and Welch with the rebound. All right, Welch dribbles left, trying to pass to Bowen, stolen away, another turnover on the Wildcats. Baldwin, skip pass over to Strong. Three-pointer is good. And Strong with a good game. He's now got 10 on the night. And it's a 3-point South Summit lead. Shortest lead since early in the first quarter. APA's done a good job on the defensive side in this second quarter. South Summit has only scored 4 points in the quarter. Stolen away again. Turnovers plaguing South Summit on the offensive side. Shot up off the glass. A bit chaotically, doesn't hit any rim, and Wildcats there to get the rebound. Now Bill Harris in some trouble in the corner. And it looks like timeout to the Wildcats. Bill Harris in some trouble, and the 5-second call was close to being whistled. 1:20 left in the half. Wildcats up by 3. Three-point South Summit lead, 23-20, 1:20 left in the quarter. It'll be South Summit basketball in the corner next to the APA bench. Bill Harris got tightened up in that corner. And now they'll bring it out a bit for him. I'm not sure why. That's a gift for South Summit, giving them a lot more room to inbound. And the pass will go back to Joey Harris. Harris now dribbles right. Guarded closely, three-pointer by Bill is up and good, and Bill gets on the scoreboard with a good three-pointer, and the Wildcats up by 6 again, 26-20, so the timeout paying off for South Summit. Now Baldwin losing the handle a bit. Now there'll be a foul on Bowen, just too much out by the half-court line. Blocking foul on Riker Bowen, that'll be his first personal foul. And Blake Osgathorpe checking in for Bill Harris. Baldwin will inbound for the Eagles, over to Strong. Strong with the three-pointer, deflected by South Summit. And Hansen skips it out to Johnson. Johnson has it almost stolen away. Hanson on the floor, and he slides out of bounds. Good hustle by APA, getting the steal as Hanson was trying to save it but couldn't. And Hanson slides out of bounds. 44 seconds left. It'll be APA basketball. And they'll inbound it one more time. He moved a bit. They'll reset him. Looks like they lost a second on the clock. Now Strong will go to Baldwin. Baldwin goes baseline, double team. Out to Strong. Strong, great cross-court pass. And there'll be a foul, and Baldwin seeing the court incredibly well. Goes cross-court on a cutting Stratton. And Stratton will go to the free throw line. 2 fouls now on Riker Bowen. And Bill Harris and Maddox Welch getting ready to check in. First free throw by Stratton is good. Lead is down to 5. Johnson and Bowen will check out, both with 2 fouls. Trying to prevent them from getting a third one with just 35 seconds on the clock. And the South Summit will be going onto the defensive side, so a good sub there to get them out. Second free throw's no good, and Osgothorpe with the rebound. South Summit looks like play clock and shot clock is about simultaneous. Now round to Blake. 24 seconds left. Three-pointer by Osgothorpe's no good. Bill Harris with the rebound. Trying to go up. His shot's blocked. And APA comes down with the rebound. They can play for the last shot. And Baldwin with the left hand. And a costly mistake by South Summit, leading to 2 points for the Eagles. Bit of a hurried shot. Hanson with the three-pointer is up, no good. And that's how it'll end quarter number 2. South Summit leading by 3, 26-23.
For your halftime entertainment tonight, we have the South Summit Bobbies. Way to go, Bobbies. Now for our South Summit cheerleaders. Might take this opportunity to go visit the concession stand, get yourself something good to eat before the second half starts.
All right, we're just 2 minutes away from third quarter action tonight as South Summit leads after the first 16 minutes. 26-23, South Summit led in scoring by Blake Osgothorpe with 14, Maddox Welch with 6, Bill Harris with 3, Joey Harris with 5, and that is all of the players who've gotten into the scoring column so far for South Summit. Just 4 of them for APA. They're led by Jones Strong with 10, Max Jacobson with 4, Urban Baldwin with 4, and Weston Stratton with 5. So started off with a pretty high scoring game, but it was 19-13 at the end of quarter number 1, and the Eagles outscored South Summit 10-7 in that second quarter and trimmed that lead from 6-3. So a good hard-fought game in this round of 16. 8 games being played around the state in 2A tonight. South Sevier is hosting Enterprise, the 4-13 game. Rowland Hall is hosting Millard, the 5-12 game. Kanab is hosting Waterford in the 1-16 game. San Juan is at American Preparatory West Valley, the 8-9 game. Duchesne is on the road at North Summit, the 15-2 game. And Parowan is at Gunnison, the 10-7 game. Beaver is at ALA, the 14-3 game. And, of course, our game right here tonight. So, 31 seconds, and we're ready for second half action. Coming back out on the court for South Summit will be the original starters of Bill and Joey Harris, Blake Osgothorpe, Jack Johnson, and Maddox Welch. For the Eagles, it'll be Baldwin, Strong, Jacobson, Stratton, and Overby. So now Johnson is going to throw it out and steps out of bounds, and South Summit turns it over on the inbound play. It'll be APA basketball. So APA will get a break off really good defense, denying the ball into Harris. Had to throw it up over his head a little too hard, and it sails out of bounds. Now over to Baldwin. Harris almost steals it back. He flies right into the stands, sits down for a minute on the first row, but it'll stay with the Eagles. So Baldwin will inbound for APA. 3-point South Summit lead. Eagles going strong, and Strong misses the shot, and it will stay with APA. Baldwin again will inbound. And Harris gets a warning for crossing the baseline. So one more will be a technical. Baldwin will inbound. So Harris will back it up a foot or two. Don't want to give easy free throws. Inside, off the bounce pass, and it's good. Nice pass by Baldwin. Overby gets his first bucket, and the lead is down to 1. As close as it's been since a 6-4 lead early in quarter number 1. So APA has scratched their way back. South Summit led by as many as 9. It's down to 1. Welch into the lane, up off the glass. No good off the front of the iron. Knocked away, and the Eagles get the rebound. Baldwin shut down by Harris. Baldwin, step back, jumper off the glass, no good, and the rebound to Joey Harris. Good defense again by Harris. Harris has done a nice job on Baldwin. Baldwin only had 4 points in the first half, averaging 16 a night. And there's a bench warning on South Summit. So a couple of warnings here. Baseline cover and a bench warning on South Summit. 3 fouls on number 11, Baldwin. Jack Johnson will inbound to Osgothorpe. And Osgothorpe will back it out. Osgothorpe goes baseline, little hesitation. He's in tight and gets the bucket. Beautiful shot by Blake Osgothorpe. The lead's back up to 3, 28-25. Baldwin, screen, and a roll to number 23, Stratton. He's fouled on the take. Foul will be on Blake Osgothorpe, his first personal foul and the first team foul on South Summit. So 2 free throws for Weston Stratton. Stratton's first free throw is up and rims out, no good. Second free throw coming for Stratton. And it's up and no good. And the rebound to Joey Harris. Joey brings it out quickly, goes over to Welch. Welch all the way, little reverse layup. And Welch goes all the way to the bucket. 2 points for Welch, he's got 8, and the Wildcats lead by 5, 30-25. Pass inside, and a shot, great shot by Strong. Strong now with 12 points. Nope, that shot was Overby, my mistake, he's got 4. 3 points, South Summit lead, 30-27. Welch up to Osgothorpe, three-pointers up and good! Blake Osgothorpe continuing his high-scoring Wildcat lead of 6. Now he has 17 on the night, has half of the South Summit points. Baldwin with a beautiful scoop shot. And Urban Baldwin with his 6th point. The lead's back down to 4, and Strong kicks it away from Joey Harris. So it'll be South Summit basketball. Macoma into the game for APA. Jack Johnson will inbound, and he'll go to Maddox Welch. Welch dribbles left, hands off to Blake. Blake goes right. Good position for Blake, but guarded closely by Macoma. Now Welch goes with a little runner baseline, and Welch now kicking it up. He's got 10, and the Wildcat lead is 6, 35-29. Over to Strong. Strong now back to Overby. Overby goes left, little pump fake. There is a foul on Welch. Got Welch up off his feet, off the ground, and he fell into Overby. Overby will have 2 free throws. First personal foul on Maddox. Second team foul of the quarter on South Summit. So the free throw by Overby is good. Overby now with 5. 5 points, South Summit lead. Second free throw is up and rolls out. And Osgothorpe runs down the loose ball. Joey Harris dribbles left. Guarded closely by Strong. Now Bill back over to Joey. Joey hands off to Welch. Welch has had a nice time driving to the basket. This time it's knocked away, and Baldwin in, passes outside, and it will go out of bounds, and then fouled. Joey Harris. And that will be Stratton with the foul. That'll be the second team foul on the Eagles. That's the first personal foul on Weston Stratton. Jack Johnson will inbound. All right, Johnson to Joey Harris. 5 minutes left in quarter number 3. Now over to Maddox Welch. Welch goes left, outside to Joey Harris. 3-pointer, no good. And a fight for the rebound. Bill Harris hustling on the ground. Gets it out to Joey, back to Bill. Pump fake, and Bill tries it again. It's knocked away by Stratton. It'll be South Summit basketball in the corner. 4:32 left. And a bit of a discussion between the officials, trying to decide if that ended up going off of Bill Harris. Let's see what they call. And it looks like it'll stay with the Wildcats. Passes in to Joey Harris. Harris guarded by Strong. Gets a screen. Over to Bill. Bill spinning around. And stolen away by Baldwin, and Baldwin throws it to nobody. Now Joey's needing some help. Skips it out to Welch. 5 points, South Summit lead. Welch over to Jack Johnson. Jack out to open Blake Osgothorpe for 3. Up no good, and the rebound to Stratton. Brighton Hansen up off the bench for South Summit. Ready to check in. And Strong with the 3-pointer is up and no good. Run down by Blake Osgothorpe. 3:45 left in the quarter. Blake, good position, backing his way in, goes up high, and Blake with a strong move. 7-point lead. South Summit now has extended it back out. 37-30, it was down to 1. Now Strong out to Baldwin, or not Baldwin, but Jacobson with the jumper. Good shot by Jacobson, he's got 6. Lead is back to 5, 37-32. Welch out to an open Bill Harris for 3, and it's good! Bill Harris with the second three-pointer. And the Wildcat offense finding their groove again. They're up 8, 40-32. Now stolen away, turnover, Eagles. Bill Harris comes down with the loose ball. Bill's got an open man now. Welch, three-pointer is up, and it's good! Might be timeout time for the Eagles. Biggest lead of the night, 43-32, and APA trying to stay with it. A lot of momentum for the Wildcats and a runner, and slowing it down a bit is Jacobson. Lead back down to 9 now. 43-34. Johnson penetrates, nothing there. Open three-pointer for Bill Harris. South Summit shooting the lights out from the three-point line in this third quarter. 9 points for Bill Harris. It's a 12-point South Summit lead. And a blocking foul on Joey Harris. So it'll be APA basketball. Foul on Joey Harris. And Baldwin will inbound. Hanson and Bowen checking in for South Summit. Johnson and Welch will come out. 2:09 left in the quarter. McComa now up to Strong. And no go. Turnover to South Summit. 2 minutes left. Osgothorpe trying to find a seam, can't get one. Now he spins back right baseline, loses the handle, and he's fouled.
Number 12, Max Jacobson. That's his first 13 fouls for the Eagles.
Joey Harris will inbound to Bill Harris. Now around to Brighton Hanson. Under 2 minutes, third quarter. South Summit has outscored the Eagles 20-11 in this quarter. Up top to Blake. Thought about the three-pointer. McComa doing a good job recovering. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Now over to Riker Bowen. Back out to Joey. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Somebody's going to have to put it up quick. It's going to have to be Blake. Three-pointer by Blake is good! Blake Osgothorpe at the buzzer. He's got 19, and the Wildcat lead is 15. Jacobson with the three-pointer's no good. And Osgothorpe runs down the loose ball. It's been all Wildcats in this third quarter, and a reach-in foul on Strong, and Harris will go to the free throw line. Maddox Welch into the game, and coming out is Blake Osgothorpe. 59 seconds left on the clock in quarter number 3. South Summit has extended a 3-point lead at the end of 2 to a 15-point lead with 58 seconds here in quarter number 3, much in part to the deep three-point shooting by South Summit in the quarter. Bill Harris with another one. He's feeling it, and it just rimmed out. Skip pass out for the Eagles. Jacobson, little step back and off the glass. Good shot by Jacobson. 49-36, South Summit lead. Now Harris, about a 1 second differential between shot clock and game clock. Welch in trouble, has to kick it out to Hanson. Hanson up top to Maddox. Now high screen put on by Bowen. Bowen around to Joey. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Deep three-pointer by Welch is good! And the shots just keep falling from the three-point line. Clock is going to run out at the end of the quarter, and South Summit has built a 16-point lead, 52-36, a 26-point quarter, and the Wildcats outscore APA 26-13 in the quarter, and they lead by 16. I want to give a shout out to the South Summit girls team, all listening and watching down in Kanab as they have a round of 16 game tomorrow in Kanab. We want to wish our South Summit girls good luck and hope they do well and get a big win on the road against Kanab. Will be a tall order. Both the Kanab girls and boys are ranked #1, and so our South Summit girls will try to pull off the upset tomorrow. We wish them well and hope they're having a good time down in Kanab. First possession here of the third quarter for APA as Baldwin goes to the free throw line. He's fouled. He'll go to get 2 free throws. First free throw by Baldwin is up and good. Baldwin gets the free throw. Baldwin now with 7, still under half of his season average. The South Summit defense done a good job, and now there'll be a lane violation on APA. So that'll prevent Baldwin from even getting a shot. So mental error on the Eagles, walking off the block during the free throw. All right, Gage Wolstenhume back into the game for South Summit. Welch spins out of it. Now over to Hanson. Back out to Welch. Guarded closely by Baldwin. Blake Osgothorpe gets out off the bench. Welch into the lane, loses the handle, but he'll get fouled on the reach in. Good ball handling by Maddox Welch. And Gage Wolstenhume will inbound. Blake Osgothorpe in for Bill Harris. Will get a breather. And it'll be Wolstenhume inbounding. Now skip pass up top to Blake. 7.5 minutes left in the ball game. Blake spins out, gets to the free throw, spins again, stolen away by Baldwin. Good job by Baldwin. Baldwin gets in. And what a reverse shot by Baldwin. And it looks like we got a flopping warning on South Summit. Flop warning on number 13, Brighton Hanson. Great shot by Baldwin. Baldwin now with 9 points. The lead's down to 13, 52-39. So Hanson will inbound for South Summit. So I think they put up a mistaken foul up on the board as they came over and called Hanson 13, but they gave him a flop and not a foul, so I think they've rectified that. Just 2 team fouls now on South Summit. So I think that's what they're taking care of. All right, still waiting to get inbounded. A discussion at the scoreboard. So I'm not sure what the discussion was, but it will be South Summit basketball. 7:14 left. Wildcats leading by 13. Now kicks it over to Maddox Welch. Skip pass over to Bowen. Bowen passes back to Welch. Welch over to Riker. Riker back to Osgothorpe. Now over to Maddox. Maddox dribbles out of traffic, now goes left. Scoop up off the glass, great take by Maddox Welch. And Maddox having an outstanding second half. He's up to 18 points on the night. And the Wildcat lead is back to 15. Strong with the three-pointer, and it rolls in. Timeout for APA, trying to stay in this one, running out of time. 6:37 left, it's a 12-point South Summit lead. All right, it'll be South Summit basketball leading by 12, 54-42. APA is going to have to extend some pressure, trailing by double digits with 6.5 minutes left. And Blake and Joey back and forth. Now a middle look over to Gage. Now skips it away, stolen away by South Summit, or by APA on a turnover by the Wildcats. Strong goes baseline. Well, that was Overby too strong. Pass around, knocked away and stolen right back by South Summit. Maddox tries to get into the lane, and it looks like there'll be a travel. Maddox got in some traffic. And Jack Johnson checks in. Gage Wolstenhume will check out. Six minutes left. South Summit still leading by 12. Quarterfinal spot waiting the winner. South Summit trying to get there. And the Eagles holding on down to 9 with a deep three-pointer in the corner by number 5, Overby. He's got 8 now. And it's back to single digits, 54-45. Harris dribbles left, back to Welch. Welch has 18. Blake Osgathorpe has 22. 40 of the 54 for South Summit. Now Joey Harris dribbles left, over to Osgathorpe. Blake steps it back, now skips it over to Maddox. And there'll be a reach-in foul on Baldwin, and that's going to be 4 on Baldwin. And that's going to be tough now for the Eagles, as Baldwin always doing a good job reaching in and deflecting a lot of dribble penetration, so he's going to have to change his defensive approach. One more foul and he'll be out. Harris into Harris. Open three-pointer. Welch is up and good! Welch now with 21. And the lead is up now to 12 again, 57-45. Back to Baldwin. Baldwin spinning in the lane. Good defense again by Joey, forcing the fadeaway jumper at the left elbow. It's no good, and the Wildcats come down with the rebound. Blake with an open three, no good. And Baldwin with the rebound. Great pass out front, and Jack Johnson. That's a good foul by Jack, as Jack went up high and prevented an easy bucket for Stratton. He'll make him earn them from the free throw line. 3 team fouls on South Summit and 3 personal on Jack Johnson. Johnson went up high, as Stratton's a big body. Stratton's got to be 6'5", 6'6". Jack went up high and met him at the top, banged him with the body, prevented an easy layup, and Stratton misses the free throw. So the foul pays off for South Summit. He's missed the first. See if he misses the second. And he does, too hard. And tipped back, and Johnson runs down the rebound. Harris quickly up the left side. Harris over to Welch. Welch into the lane, kicks it out, and he's going to be fouled on the drive. That'll be the 13th foul on the Eagles. Both teams 2 fouls away from bonus situations. 2 personal fouls on Jacobson. Inbound pass off the shot is no good. Johnson steals it, passes off to Welch, and missed the layup. And Welch disappointed in that one. That'll go off South Summit, and it will be APA basketball. Full timeout for South Summit. Looking like they need a little breather. 12-point South Summit lead, 4.5 minutes left in the ball game. Four and a half minutes left. And APA is going to have to get moving. South Summit's been trading baskets in quarter number 4, which is all South Summit's got to do with a 12-point lead. They can afford to trade baskets, and APA is going to have to get some stops. 27 seconds left on the shot clock. 12 points, South Summit lead. 57-45. Strong goes hard. Nice drive by Strong, and he's fouled by Jack Johnson. That'll be 4 fouls on Jack Johnson and the 14th foul on South Summit. Strong will get 2 free throws. Strong having a great game for the Eagles. He's got 13, misses the first of 2 free throws. Second free throw is up and good. Strong now with 14. The lead's down to 11. And we're almost halfway through quarter number 4. Joey passes over to Jack. Back to Joey. Now back to Jack. Good ball movement by South Summit. Kicks it out to Osgothorpe. South Summit doesn't need to be in any hurry. Still 20 seconds on the shot clock. They back it back out. And Blake goes right. Blake's got good position. And trying to find his way and just rims out. And Jacobson throws it back in to Overby. Baldwin now. Thought about the shot. Joey harassing him on the dribble. Now Overby passes it out to nobody. Turnover. Good defense again by South Summit. 3:35 left, and every blank, empty possession for the Eagles is costing them down late in this one as they still trail by double digits, 57-46. Welch into the front court. South Summit can burn this down to about 3 minutes. Welch out to Billy. 3-pointer up, no good, too hard, and the rebound to Jacobson. Out to Strong. Strong pass over to Overby. 3-pointer up, no good. Fight for the board, coming down with it is Stratton. Stratton up and under, left hand, no good. Jack Johnson with a good rebound. And Johnson's fouled from behind. And a bit of a hard foul as he took a couple of shots on that rebound. Good strong rebound by Jack. That's going to be the 4th personal foul on Overby. And Jack trying to shake it off. 3:06 left. South Summit leading by 11. Quarterfinal matchup, probably with ALA, the number 3 seed, unless ALA loses a big one at home tonight. And Baldwin's going to foul out. And that will end the evening for Baldwin. South Summit holds him under double figures for the night. Did a good job defensively. He's a good player and create a lot of shots, but Joey Harris was right on him for the majority of the night. And he'll foul out. So someone else is going to have to do the ball handling for APA. 2 free throws for Jack Johnson. Johnson's first free throw is good. Johnson gets his first points. Johnson's had a hard-working night. He's played some outstanding defense and some great rebounding for South Summit. He gets his first point. Majority of the scoring, 43 of the 58, coming from Welch and Osgerthorpe. Bill Harris with 9, Joey with 5, and now Johnson with 2. Lead is up to 13, 59-46. And goes off his foot. It's stolen away by Joey Harris. South Summit should back it out, and they do wisely. And 2:40 left. And starting to look like South Summit will move on to UVU February 23rd. Doing a good job of managing clock down the wire here. Still 17 on the shot clock. Welch backs it out, dribbles it around, passes out to Johnson. Three-pointer is good! And that should be it as the Wildcats go up 16 now with Johnson scoring 5 in a row. And a missed three-pointer, and South Summit, I think, can start making plans for UVU. As with 2 minutes left, they have their biggest lead of the night by 16. Just an outstanding second half by this South Summit team. They led only by 3 and only scored 26 points in the first half. Welch gets another runner. Welch now with 23 on the night, and the lead is 18. Now, deep three-pointer is up no good by the Eagles. And this one's going to get run out by South Summit as Calvin Loftus gets up off the bench. There'll be a timeout, quick one to get Loftus into the ball game. 1:37 left in this ball game. We'll take a timeout as the Wildcats lead by 18. Calvin Loftus will inbound for South Summit. 1:37 left. They'll pass back. Looks like ALA is going to be content just to play some solid defense. Carson Morris will check in along with Peyton Morris. So free throws for Cal Loftus. First free throw by Loftus is good. Cal Loftus, the 6th player to score for South Summit. And Morris in, Harris out, Welch out. Cal Loftus will have a second free throw. And Cal gets them both. Perfect free throws for these seniors playing their last game on South Summit court. And Cal gets a couple of good free throws. 66-46. And there'll be a foul on South Summit, still not in the bonus. So it will be APA basketball. 20-point South Summit lead. South Summit has outscored APA 40-23 in this second half. Outstanding second half by South Summit. Shooting came back a bit. The defense has been great all night, holding APA to just 46 points. And now some subs in for APA as well. Good pass down low. And Stratton gets a nice bucket. 9 points for Stratton. 1 minute left. Cal, deep three-pointer, no good. Joey with the big long rebound all the way out past the three-point line. Joey with the left hand, no good. Peyton Morris with the putback. Great shot by Peyton Morris on a hustle point with the rebound, and a good shot by Peyton. Peyton inside, stolen away by Blake Osgathorpe. And there'll be a sub in to get Malachi. So let's go over how the quarterfinal round will work down at UVU on February 23rd, 24th, 25th. South Summit will move to the last game of the boys' session on the day of Monday, the 23rd. They are the fourth game, and they will play at 2:30 at UVU. They await the winner of the ALA Beaver game being played at ALA tonight. So South Summit, being the 6th seed, will play the winner of that, presumably ALA, but you never know. Beaver always a tough team, and we'll see how that one plays out. But it will be South Summit into the quarterfinal round on Monday, the 23rd, 2:30 tip-off time. South Summit will try to advance. South Summit, I believe, finished 6th place in the boys tournament in 3A last year, into the 2A tournament for the first time in 8 years, and being the 6th seed. As we mentioned, the girls team will play on the road at Kanab tomorrow at 1 o'clock. I'm sure that will be on Huddle or Team Hive. One of them will have the broadcast, so tune in, cheer on our girls tomorrow at 1 o'clock in Kanab. 30 seconds left in this one. Malachi Skinner's checked in. Now over to Carson. Carson up, yes! Carson Morris with the bucket. Peyton and Carson getting buckets. Cal with 2 free throws. And the South Summit Wildcats lead by 22, 70-48. 10 seconds left. Out to Macoma, and he's going to get fouled and will go to the free throw line. I don't want anybody injured in the last 5 seconds. Hopefully he's going to be okay. And it looks like he'll be able to come up. So Macoma will go to the free throw line. So the foul is on Morris. His first personal foul. And Macoma will shoot 2. First free throw by Macoma is no good. Second free throw is good. And Carson Morris will inbound to Cal Loftus, and South Summit's going to win this one 70-49. It'll be the last game of the basketball season here at South Summit. So next game's at UVU on the 23rd, 24th, and 25th of February. Outstanding game. Welch and Osgathorpe leading the way with over 20 apiece, and many other guys chipping in. A good defensive effort for South Summit as they hold APA to under 50 points with 49. They win by 21 in the round of 16, and it'll be quarterfinal time a week from Monday. Appreciate always your support of South Summit Athletics. Thanks for joining us. Good win for South Summit tonight as they win by 21, 70-49. Have a great weekend.
Please help this team so they can get home to their loved ones so they can smile. Please pick up any trash that you find around you and place it in the bins as you exit the gymnasium. Thank you for coming to South Summit this evening. As you travel home, please do so safely and have a good night.